welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast, episode number 48. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, the main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Today is going to be the second Kickstarter episode. I'm trying to do Kickstarter episodes on Tuesdays, and this is going to be the second one. Pretty fun. Now, before I dig into that one and start delving into it, I got 4 of them I want to touch on. I want to remind people, ShireCon, September 22nd, 2018. That's a Saturday up in the Berkshire Mountains of Connecticut. It's a one-day con organized by Throwy Games /Tom Wilson. You can go to Throwy Games, THROWIGAMES.com/ShireCon and find out more, register. It's going to have a morning session and an afternoon session to play. Jeff Talanian will be there. I'll be there with Rach. I'll be running a game probably in the 9 to 1 slot and hang out in the 2 to 6 slot. So, sign up. There's about 80 slots available. Initially. I don't know how many people have signed up already. Probably 15, 20. So join us. $10. Should be fun. I look forward to seeing you. All right. So now we are going to dig in to the Kickstarter. Some that are worthy and some that are in that what the fuck category. One I've already mentioned. City of Brass, epic adventure for 5e and Swords and Wizardry from Frog God Games. Yes, I'm associated with the Frog God Games at this point. They take me to cons. My official title, I think, is Convention Coordinator. So, figure that one out. It had a goal of 40. It's at just a hair over 44 as I touch on this. It's a huge adventure. It's a setting. It's got amazing art. Really, really well done. Casey Christopherson is writing it. It is just short of its first stretch goal, I believe, which is at 45. I'm backing it for the Swords and Wizardry version. I'm nothing against 5e. I'm just not really a 5e aficionado. So, yeah, I'm in for Swords and Wizardry. I'll put a link to all these Kickstarters on the blog post that's going to share this out. So there is that. Can't go wrong with that one. Next one is one I've already covered on a blog. Towns and Dungeons RPG decks. 52 unique towns, 52 unique dungeons to simplify your game prep and improvisation. Now, again, as I mentioned on the blog side, Towns and Dungeons RPG decks is the name of the actual project, but the graphic shows it as Gamer's Toolkit Towns and Dungeons, which is just poor planning. Obviously, the graphic was done first, and then he or she realized that they wanted to name it something different. Not a good way to market your product. That being said, goal is 4,000. They're just over $2,000. 28 days to go. This one will fund. I can pretty much guarantee it. There is only one backing level. Really, effectively, there's only one backing level, and that's at the $32 level. You get one town deck. You get one dungeon deck. I think, personally, that's a little steep. However, it's only steep because they initially don't mention anything about including PDF files of the maps. Now, PDF files of the maps means that you can now take these and put them in your VTT program as a map, share it with Fog of War or whatever. The usability has gone up immensely. So, somebody mentioned that, I guess yesterday, in the comments on this one, and they want to know if we get some sort of digital files to go along with it in case they want to expand upon them, write labels on them. Like I said, in my opinion, for VTTs, having a digital file, a PDF or a GIF or a JPEG, something that I can place on the screen and use fog of war with, makes this extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. So then I'm getting 104 maps that I can literally use in game. 52 for urban, 52 for dungeons. That I'm sold. So right now, he's thinking about it. Or the Gamer's Toolkit, the project creator, is thinking about it. They are going to have a discussion, I guess, the people at the behind the Kickstarter as to feasibility, whatever. Personally, your goal is $4,000. If you make that your stretch goal for $6,000 to include those files, I can almost guarantee you they will hit that stretch goal and then some. There's a lot of potential awesomeness that can be used here. But as cards, their usability is limited. And I'm not saying that the cards aren't a good thing. I've used the encounter decks from Inkwell Designs, and I've just pulled a random card, looked at it, told my players, give me 5 minutes, took a few notes, and literally ran with it because they went off the beaten path and went in a direction I didn't expect, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, they were doing what they should have been doing, which was following a lead, and I had to improvise. And if you have to improvise, if your players are asking the right questions, they pretty much, help you figure out the answers. It works well. And the Inkwell cards worked great for that, and I was playing face-to-face. But if I was playing on a VTT, digital files would have been so much. Such an ad. And with Inkwell, you can usually get the digital files for all this stuff. So I think the Gamer's Toolkit should do the same for towns and dungeons. Next, it's a tavern, right? We talk about Tavern Chat, the Tavern Chat podcast, 10 Cars Tavern. I refer to as the Tavern. I like taverns. There's a Kickstarter out there. It has funded. It's all right. The money is converted from, I think, British pounds, but its goal was just about 5,300. It's about 9,400 right now in USC. Pocket Companion, a tavern guide. A handy pocket guide to taverns and inns for tabletop RPGs, suitable for any system and for any level of player, filled with fun. Listen, it's got taverns. I'm already filled with fun. I love it. The project, we are creating beautifully designed self-cover guide spanning over 100 pages, filled with over 40 taverns, NPCs, plot hooks, and tools. A perfect resource and gift for any DM or GM. Each tavern within the guide contains a unique take on a classic RPG trope, sure to inspire many adventures and form many parties. I think that's awesome. Now you can back for a $1.32 with the conversion rate. And you get the backer exclusive content from that. At $7, you get the backers exclusive content plus bards, brewers, and bandits. But if you want the Pocket Companion, a tavern guide, of the physical copy, it's going to be $13. If you want, there's higher levels at $20. You also get an artwork pack, an Overheard in a Tavern, plot hooks and rumors. Listen, you can always get more. But I think the sweet point is probably $13. That doesn't include shipping. Shipping's going to be handled after the campaign. That's fine. If you want a little extra, $20. It's inexpensive enough. It's cheap. And hey, you're supporting tavern-related stuff. Not my tavern, okay, but tavern-related stuff. And that's awesome. This is one of my weaknesses. So there you go. Now, last but not least, and we've spoken about 3 Kickstarters that are certainly worthy of your attention. Now I'm going to point you at a Kickstarter that is certainly worthy of your attention to look at the Kickstarter page. But if any of you decide to actually back this for more than $1 just to follow along for the train wreck, I will search you out and literally slap you upside the head. All-weather dice tube. The ultimate all-weather dice case for board game enthusiasts and RPG adventurers. Now, I know you're like, what? Yeah. Okay, so here, I'm going to read you the little background here that they put in. And I'm going to read the background, and then I'm going to point out my issue with it. Our journey. In the summer of 2017, I was invited to my friend's game night party. After a night of fun, we were walking home when the weather changed suddenly to heavy rain and thunder. One of my friends asked me to keep his dice dry while he looked after his games to prevent them from getting soaked. We waited a while under a small roof on a playground until the rain began to slow, then hurried home. As I looked at the dice I held, some in bags and some in wooden boxes, I wondered if there was a better way to protect the dice. My friend and I started looking for ideas that would function well in any weather condition as well as look stylish. We thought it would be a great product for gamers and something that we would like ourselves. The all-weather dice tube was born out of necessity. We wanted to protect dice, be comfortable to hold and look great. After going through dozens of prototypes and iterations, we finally created a case we were happy to call our own. All right. If you've ever seen Kickstarters for backpacks, fancy key rings, little micro combat knives, whatever, all these little things, if you look at the pictures, it's the same freaking pictures taken on in the wilderness, on a rock, on a stone. It's even the video reminded me of that. Now, let's be honest. The one thing you fucking own that's gaming related that will not get damaged by getting wet, that will not get damaged by the cold, might get damaged by heat because it could melt, is your dice. Your dice don't need to be in a waterproof container. But again, you have to look at this website, and when you look at the website, realize that it is designed like these other Kickstarters are that have taken in literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on their projects. Okay. The design, all-weather, high-quality, genuine leather, aluminum twist cover, 100% transparent bottle, copper rivet, D-ring at back for a strap clip-on. Yes, you have to read it to believe it. And this is my gift to you. You can even watch the video. You know, you'll be entertained. I know I was. Not in the way that you're gonna go, excuse me, that's awesome. But here's a music clip, and if my cat's getting all nervous. There you go. I think that's enough. That's really, right now they're unpacking their dice tube from. I guess it's supposed to be a cooler. What I see actually is a lot of what we call packing styrofoam popcorn. Oh, and it's from Cold Packs, and it's a styrofoam cooler, and yeah, no. But yes, do yourself a favor, entertain yourself with this. If you wanted to get one of these dice tubes with dice, it's $180 Hong Kong, which is about $23 US. Now, what I find interesting, okay, because those are your super early bird. Again, that's something else that these non-gaming Kickstarters do. Oh, the super early bird, the early bird, yeah, whatever. But what I like is that one tube is $180. Okay. 2 tubes is $368 Hong Kong. So yes, you're paying an extra 8 Hong Kong dollars for the privilege of buying 2 at a time. There's actually like an extra fee attached to it. Figure that shit out. All right, folks. I hope I've given you some projects that you should have fun looking at, whether it's because you should back it or you should mock it. And I'm sure somebody's going, you shouldn't have mocked it. You should have reached out to them and told them their problems. No, because I know exactly what they were trying to do here. Okay? I've seen this so many times. It's the same shit. So, yeah, they're just aiming it now at our corner of the hobby or our corner of Kickstarter as opposed to the general population. Oh, my dog is like, who you talking to? All right, folks. Stay safe. God bless. Roll those dice well. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be July 4th. Yes, Donka? You going to say hello to everybody, Donka? Good girl. Yeah, I know. You're going to celebrate 4th of July by barking at fireworks. All right, folks. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll talk to you soon.